Mount Carmel Convent Senior Secondary School, the mustard seed sown in the soil of Cement Nagar 50 years ago, has sprouted, grown, and branched out, giving shade, rest, and fruits to many. The best time to plant a tree was 50 years ago. The next best time is now. Every plant and all of the stories start with a seed. The radiant future lies dormant in the womb of the past. Little must our pioneers would have thought that the seed they had sown would grow into such a huge tree. It was on 8th of June 1971 that late Mr. C.R.M. Iyer, the then General Manager of ACC Cement Factory Cement Nagar, approached our late Bishop Januarius CMI and requested him to start an English medium school in Cement Nagar for educating the children of the ACC employees.
On hearing the request, the bishop, along with Sister Theophilus and Sister Modesta from Mount Carmel School, Chandrapur, came with Mr. Iyer to visit the land, proposed for the school, and found out the pros and cons of starting a school. After seeing the place and discussing the possibilities with the ACC management, the bishop gave a green signal to go ahead with the project. Then they informed the ACC management that they had to write an appeal and get permission from the Mother Provincial of Nirmala Province, Trichur, which they did. Simultaneously, sisters also wrote all the details to the Mother Provincial. Then she sent 2 delegates to study the project and they submitted the report.
Afterwards, Mother Provincial herself came with her secretary and eventually the permission was granted. A contract was written and signed between the cement factory manager and the provincial. Thus, classes were started in an already existing building on 12th of June 1972 with 24 children on the rolls. Sister Modesta took charge as the first principal of Mount Carmel School, Cement Nagar. On 18th of June 1972, the school was formally inaugurated.
The founder principal, Reverend Sister Modesta, the pride and glory of the institution, with her originality and motherly concern, nurtured the infant Mount Carmel. Her commitment to the cause of education instilled a genuine love for duty and selfless love towards the children in the heart of the staff members.
Sister Clarence, who took charge of the school as the successor, maintained Carmel's tone and discipline undimmed. She had a special talent in unfolding the artistic talents of the students.
It is pertinent on this landmark occasion of Mount Carmel to reflect on the exemplary leadership rendered by Sister Gunna to this institution. She took up the responsibility way back in 1977 when the school was still in its fledgling years. It was Sister Gunna's futuristic vision as a leader that helped to create possibilities for a holistic approach to education that never existed before in this far-flung area in those days. It was Sister Gunna's positive intent that was always aligned to strong values that gave a ray of hope to children in this region and comfort to parents who wanted the best of education for their children.
It was under her leadership that the school rose from a primary school to a high school and subsequently to a junior college. This was a huge respite to students who otherwise had to travel to Chandrapur for further studies, at a time when commuting to Chandrapur was difficult with poor road and transport facilities.
All of us who were here during her tenure would know that Sister Gunna was very attentive, compassionate, and always found pleasure in conversing with students, be it in class, in the corridor, or in her office. In fact, she knew each student of the school by name, and that really surprised us.
Sister Gunna continued to lead this institution with relentless energy and passion for 18 long years till 1995, passing on the mantle of its future to Sister Philo.
Sister Gunna went on to hold larger responsibilities for the congregation as she was elected Mother Provincial of the Karmalodaya province for 2 consecutive tenures from 2006 to 2009 and 2009 to 2012, which bears testimony to her qualities as a born leader and to her spirit of sacrifice and service to mankind. She entered into eternity on 20th June 2019 after she had fought the good fight and ran the race with patience.
Sister Gunna has left an indelible mark in the history of this institution, and her legacy will continue to inspire us and continue to spread the light of knowledge and goodness for generations to come. We very badly miss her bodily presence today amidst us, but I am sure she is celebrating this occasion with us and blessing us from her heavenly abode.
After playing a vital role in taking Mount Carmel School to the heights of success and excellence, Reverend Sister Gunna was transferred, and Reverend Sister Philo was handed over the reins of Mount Carmel Cement Nagar in the year 1995. She was a very young, enthusiastic, and passionate personality. She dedicated 13 years, the golden period of her life, for the magnification of Mount Carmel.
Sister Philo is a person who always holds on to her ideas and passions and executes them regardless of how difficult was it going. She always kept students as a focal point. Their safety, health, and academic growth were her #1 precedence.
Being an adept in both visual and performing art, she gave importance not only to the curricular development but also introduced dance classes, music classes, karate, school band, etc. The students of Mount Carmel have left this stamp both at the state and national levels in sports and games and brought laurels to the school during her period. The ostentatious Silver Jubilee celebrations were the talk of the town, and they added categorically to her leadership quality and management skills.
The long cherished dream of having an open stage for the school became a reality through Sister Philo, with the support of the ACC management. Sister Philo is a philanthropist who really and literally loves and understands the fellow beings. It is this quality in her, primarily, and her dynamic leadership that made the congregation to embel on her with various responsibilities, including the provincial superior post for 2 terms. Her sacrifice and contribution for the blooming of this institution will always be remembered by the Carmelites of Cement Nagar.
Sister Dhana took over the steering of Mount Carmel in the year 2008. Though it was her first appointment as a principal, her unorthodox and innovative administrative skills have played a remarkable role in the updation of the school to a high-tech one. Mount Carmel Cement Nagar was one of the first of its kind in the entire district to have installed with the smart classes in all the rooms, fostering the opportunities for a better teaching learning experience. The credit goes to Sister Dhana for installing the third eye, the CCTV, in the school. Her proficiency in the language and communication skills make her confident.
Sister Glory, a very religious and moralistic person, took over the headmanship of Mount Carmel Convent Senior Secondary School, Siman Nagar, in 2011. She is known for her simplicity and approachability. Being a visionary, she initiated various creative, functional, and constructive agenda in the school curricula for the balanced growth of the students entrusted to her care, keeping up the legacy of her predecessor. It was her vigorous endeavor that the school got the open stage extended and renovated. The long-harbored aspiration of having a school auditorium got materialized during her tenure. It was Sister Glory who coordinated the first family gathering of the staff. It was really a privilege to have Sister Glory as a mentor, guide, and counselor. Mount Carmel Siman Nagar will always remain obliged to you for your contribution to make it what it is today.
Sister Breida became the captain of Mount Carmel Cement Nagar in the year 2017. She is a bundle of ideas and inventiveness. Her ability to get things done efficiently makes her a good leader and an authoritative administrator. She has a particular mindset with a strong leadership and a clear philosophy. She always utilizes a combination of strategies that makes everyone around her better, thus allowing them to be successful. It was her premonition and prudent foresight that made Mount Carmel confront the COVID pandemic. Mount Carmel Cement Nagar was one of the first schools in the district to initiate the online classes. It was her persistent call and challenge that the staff updated themselves technically to the requirement of the time. Sister Breida, along with the other sisters, stepped forward to extend every positive help to the individuals and families affected by the lockdown. They provided them with the essential things and did their bit during the pandemic.
Sister Preetha hasn't left any stone unturned in the premises of Mount Carmel. The concreted ground, the beautiful garden, elegantly modified stage, auditorium, office room, computer lab, storerooms, toilets, and washrooms proclaim her architectural expertise. The mega science exhibition named Exploria 2019 was successfully organized under her leadership. The school journal was also an idea hatched in her thoughts. Ultimately, she could be called rightly as Sister Perfectionist.
Sister Basilius was the first provincial superior of the Carmelodea province, Varda. She was an enthusiastic and affectionate person with a dedicated spirit.
Sister Lily Grace was the second provincial superior of the Carmelodea province, Varda. She is a person with humility and compassion. She extends timely guidance and support to all.
Sister Magna was the third local manager during the period 1977 to 1980. Her selfless love and prayerful support contributed tremendously for the rapid growth of the Mount Carmel Convent School.
Sister Novaria was the fourth local manager during the period 1983 to 1990. She was a good and a gracious personality. She was also a great missionary.
Sister Faustina was the 5th and 12th local manager. She held the responsibility during the periods 1983 to 1986 and 2004 to 2007. She was always a very cheerful, enthusiastic, and as energetic as a wheel on the leg. Her jovial nature helps everyone to ease any tense situation.
Sister Leah was the 6th local manager during the period 1986 to 1989. She was a missionary with a great vision. She was ever ready to make any venture without even counting its cost.
Sister Jyoti was the 7th local manager from 1989 to 1992. She was a very motherly person. She took care of every minute details of the institution during her venture.
Sister Marita was the 9th local manager from 1995 to 1998. She was really a mother to all, an excellent teacher and a counselor. She was a simple and energetic person. She was also known for her administrative skills.
Sister Agricola was the 10th local manager from 1998 to 2001. She was very simple yet convincing. She was known for her ability to keep the environment healthy and joyful by her presence of mind. She always remained very calm and quiet.
Sister Philomene was a synonym of love and kindness. She was always very approachable and a cordial person. Mount Carmel Siman has achieved a great lot for her growth from this good-natured and gracious personality.
Sister Arnalda was a real servant of both God and man. She was a fountain of love, a multilinguistic and a voracious reader.
Sister Sajiva was the 14th local manager during the period 2010 to 2013. She is very dedicated and believes in action than words. She is very determined by her level of discipline and perseverance.
Sister Lisiu was the 15th local manager from 2013 to 2016. She was very calm and had a heart full of love. She was a combination of hard work and dedication.
Sister Celia was the 16th local manager from 2016 to 2019. She is a true artist who inspires others. She was all-time pleasant, friendly and approachable.
Sister Clarina is the 17th local manager. She is quite amiable with all. She is a person who draws respect from one and all.
We are indeed blessed to have Sister Lena as the head of this institution in its 50th year of existence. Sister Lena took over the reins of Mount Carmel from Sister Preetha in 2021. An able leader that she is, it is, nevertheless, her humane approach towards each individual, her pleasant smile, and her concern for each one of us that gravitates us to her and keeps us motivated to do our best. Sister Lena leads us by example and does not even hesitate to take up the role and responsibility of any of us if need be and carries out the task in our stead. This is a rare quality in an administrator which inspires us to emulate her to take up a task without waiting for others to do it. We are indeed thankful to her and proud to have her as our leader.
It was the administrative efficiency of late Mr. Iyer that caused the starting of Mount Carmel Convent School. Mount Carmel now enjoys the dynamic guidance of Mr. Anil Kumar Gupta, who is a good administrator and a wise organizer. We are indebted to God for the very gift of Mr. Anil Kumar Gupta.